Hi, we are back again. My name is Ben, and I will be your narrator for this video. Welcome to the Curious Lazy Juan channel. In this video, we will discuss the solar system and its planets. Why is it called the solar system? There are many planetary systems like ours in the universe, with planets orbiting a host star. Our planetary system is named the solar system because our sun is named Sol, after the Latin word for sun, solis, and anything related to the sun we call solar. Our solar system consists of our star, the sun, and everything bound to it by gravity. The planets Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Dwarf planets such as Pluto, dozens of moons, and millions of asteroids, comets, and meteoroids. Beyond our own solar system, we have discovered thousands of planetary systems orbiting other stars in the Milky Way. Let us start with the Sun. The Sun is the star at the center of the solar system. It is a nearly perfect ball of hot plasma, heated to incandescence by nuclear fusion reactions in its core, radiating the energy mainly as visible light, ultraviolet light, and infrared radiation. It is by far the most important source of energy for life on Earth. Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system and the closest to the Sun. Its orbit around the Sun takes 87.97 Earth days, the shortest of all the Sun's planets. Mercury rotates in a way that is unique in the solar system. Along with Venus, Earth, and Mars, Mercury is one of the rocky planets. It has a solid surface that is covered with craters like our Moon. It has a thin atmosphere. Canyons, extinct volcanoes, and evidence that it was even more active in the past. Mars is one of the most explored bodies in our solar system, and it's the only planet where we've sent rovers to roam the alien landscape. Jupiter. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and the largest in the solar system. It is a gas giant with a mass more than 2.5 times that of all the other planets in the solar system combined, but slightly less than 1,000th the mass of the Sun. Jupiter's familiar stripes and swirls are actually cold, windy clouds of ammonia and water, floating in an atmosphere of hydrogen and helium. Jupiter's iconic Great Red Spot is a giant storm bigger than Earth that has raged for hundreds of years. Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest planet in our solar system. Like fellow gas giant Jupiter, Saturn is a massive ball made mostly of hydrogen and helium. Saturn is not the only planet to have rings, but none are as spectacular or as complex as Saturn's. Saturn also has dozens of moons. Adorned with thousands of beautiful ringlets, Saturn is unique among the planets. It is not the only planet to have rings, made of chunks of ice and rock, but none are as spectacular or as complicated as Saturn's. Like fellow gas giant Jupiter, Saturn is a massive ball made mostly of hydrogen and helium. Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun, and has the third largest diameter in our solar system. It was the first planet found with the aid of a telescope. Uranus was discovered in 1781 by astronomer William Herschel, although he originally thought it was either a comet or a star. It was 2 years later that the object was universally accepted as a new planet, in part because of observations by astronomer Johann Elert Bode. Herschel tried unsuccessfully to name his discovery Georgium Sidus after King George III. Instead, the scientific community accepted Bode's suggestion to name it Uranus, the Greek god of the sky, as suggested by Bode. Neptune. Neptune is the eighth and farthest known solar planet from the Sun. In the solar system, it is the fourth largest planet by diameter, the third most massive planet, and the densest giant planet. It is 17 times the mass of Earth, slightly more massive than its near twin Uranus. Dark, cold, and whipped by supersonic winds, ice giant Neptune is the eighth and most distant planet in our solar system. More than 30 times as far from the Sun as Earth, Neptune is the only planet in our solar system not visible to the naked eye and the first predicted by mathematics before its discovery. In 2011, Neptune completed its first 165-year orbit since its discovery in 1846. Dwarf planets. The 5 best-known dwarf planets are Ceres, Pluto, Makemake, Haumea, and Eris. Except for Ceres, which lies in the main asteroid belt, these small worlds are located in the Kuiper belt. They're considered dwarfs because they are massive, round, and orbit the Sun, but haven't cleared their orbital path. Pluto Charon. Before 2006, Pluto was one of the 9 planets of our solar system. When astronomers started discovering even bigger objects in the Oort cloud, they wondered if Pluto was a true planet. In 2003, when Eris was discovered, astronomers debated about how to describe a true planet. They even considered adding more planets to our solar system. But when astronomers created the new class of dwarf planets, Pluto was no longer considered to be a true planet.
Ceres, pronounced Ceres, was once considered the largest asteroid in the main asteroid belt. The main asteroid belt is found between Mars and Jupiter, but in 2006, it became a dwarf planet along with Pluto. It is about 1,000 kilometers in diameter, and its mass is about 1/3 of the total mass of all bodies in the main asteroid belt. Because of its location, Ceres was the first dwarf planet to receive a visit from a spacecraft, Dawn. Scientists describe Ceres as an embryonic planet. This means it started to form like a true planet, but never became a fully formed planet. This is because of the strength of nearby Jupiter's gravity. Haumea, pronounced Ha-mea, is the only official dwarf planet not shaped like a sphere. This elliptical dwarf planet is twice as long, about 2,000 kilometers, as it is wide, about 1,000 kilometers. It has 2 small moons and travels in a non-regular path between 5.1 and 7.7 billion kilometers from the Sun. It is closer to the Sun than Pluto for several decades during each of its 228 Earth-year orbits. Each day lasts only 4 hours, which makes it one of the fastest rotating bodies in our solar system. Some astronomers think that its speedy rotation might explain its oval shape. Makemake, pronounced Ma-K, was discovered in 2005 by U.S. astronomer Mike Brown and team. This team also discovered Haumea and Eris in the same year. After Pluto, it is the brightest object in the Kuiper belt. Like Haumea, Makemake's 5.8 to 7.9 billion kilometers orbit sometimes takes it inside the path of Pluto. Eris, pronounced Eris, is the farthest official major object in our solar system. Eris is one of the largest known dwarf planets in our solar system. It is about the same size as Pluto. Eris also has the most irregular orbit. It travels as far as 14.6 billion kilometers from the Sun, and as close as 5.7 billion kilometers, inside the orbits of the three other dwarf planets. A year on Eris is 561 Earth years long.
Thank you for watching. This is the curious lazy Juan, saying, if you're curious about something, Google it.